Thank you everyone for joining in. Today's group healing session is about contributing with integrity. So I think I want to first understand from you, what do you understand when we say contributing with integrity? Does anything come to your mind? What do you feel before we even start? Anyone?
If it is appropriate, heal the person without looking at the corresponding value. Like, look at it like as a serving, not like a business. And then comes the business later.
Okay. Awesome. Lovely. All right. Anyone else?
Contribute without any expectation.
Contribute without any expectation. Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to say contribute without.
Sorry, Divya, go on.
Contribute without expectation or judgment or, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. All right. Someone else was saying something as well?
Yeah, contribute with honesty and like in alignment with yourself. Like if you're not happy with it, you will not be able to contribute whole with all your heart.
Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Lovely. All right. So when we talk about integrity from the radical perspective, we talk about a little more than honesty. Okay, so integrity is not really equal to honesty. It's a little more than that. It's a little deeper than that. Integrity is when you are very transparent with yourself, when you understand what you really want to do, how you want to do it, and if it is in alignment with your life purpose or no. Okay, because a lot of lessons are taught to us about being honest in life. It's good to be honest, don't be dishonest and all of that. But so many times we may be honest, but we are not in integrity, just because a lot of times we don't even want to hurt the other person. So it could be as simple as you faking laughter when actually you're feeling pain inside. That's disintegrity with your own self. You not wanting to do something, but you anyway go ahead and do that. Now, I'm not saying, we stop doing everything of those, all those activities, but it's important to be in awareness of what is it that you really want to do, and what do you need to do when you are completely in alignment with your life path. That is contributing with integrity. And a lot of times that doesn't happen because we have a lot of fears, a lot of unawareness sometimes, and even parts of us which are disintegrated, which are shattered because of past traumas, because of things that we are rejecting within ourselves or in our environment, because of which the clarity also of how and what are we supposed to contribute in alignment to our life plan is not there. So when we contribute with integrity, and almost always when we contribute with integrity, inevitably the environment also begins to respond accordingly. When you're truly doing all that you're meant to be doing and you really want to do it, almost always the result is harmonious, the consequences are peaceful, and the environmental factors also fall into place. There have been so many times when in the past I've announced something just because it had to be announced, and it wasn't really in integrity. You can see by the result of the workshop or the number of people who turn up. And that's how you get to know that when you question yourself, that is it really in integrity? Do I really want to do this? Just ask yourself those questions in this week. Just keep questioning that what if I don't do it? So many times we are doing things because we are rejecting certain experiences. So for instance, I want to avoid conflict. So just to avoid conflict, I will say yes to this. Again, not saying one thing is right or wrong. I'm just saying be in a space of awareness and questioning. Because when you ultimately run away from those experiences will anyway chase you down. Conflict will anyway come. There's no escaping that, there's no rejecting that. So the choice is yours. Do you go through that experience while being in integrity, at least with yourself, or no? How does it sound when we say this? How does it feel? Okay. So we will begin with a few. Good, makes sense to me. Yeah. So we will begin with a few general statements. You feel free to contribute to them. Maybe the reasons why we don't. Sorry? Someone saying something? No. Okay. So feel free to contribute your thoughts, your feelings in the chat box about why you feel you may not be able to contribute with integrity, and we will take that up. And since today it's a smaller group, if I get some time, I would also like to maybe do a quick reading for each one of you to understand what is it that you could be contributing with integrity, or what is stopping you from contributing with integrity. Yeah, so we'll also do an individualized reading because I had actually put out that intent, and it just so happened that it's going to work out. Okay, so we begin. Let's please begin. We'll do soul's love today, and we'll say, my need for consolidation of my experiences is my soul's love. My need for consolidation of my experiences is my soul's love. My need for consolidation of my experiences is my soul's love. The disintegrated parts of my personality are my soul's love. The disintegrated parts of my personality are my soul's love. The disintegrated parts of my personality are my soul's love. The disintegrated parts of my personality are my soul's love. The disintegrated parts of my personality are my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. My unawareness of what I want is my soul's love. Cheating myself 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 is my soul's love. My fear of being in integrity is my soul's love. My fear of being in integrity is my soul's love. My fear of being in integrity is my soul's love. My fear of being in integrity is my soul's love. My fear of being in integrity is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of betraying others is my soul's love. My guilt of cheating myself is my soul's love. My guilt of cheating myself is my soul's love. My guilt of cheating myself is my soul's love. My guilt of cheating myself is my soul's love. My guilt of cheating myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My guilt of rejecting myself is my soul's love. My self-doubt 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 is my soul's love. My fear of consequence 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 is my soul's love. Imbalanced contribution 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 is my soul's love. Contribution out of guilt 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 is my soul's love. Contribution out of regret 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 is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. Contribution out of fear of judgment is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. My inability to align to my higher consciousness is my soul's love. What's happening? How does it feel?
Feeling mentally stable.
Feeling mentally stable. Okay, lovely. Calm. Okay, beautiful. Any thoughts, any feelings, any discomfort? Nice. Okay.
It's giving clarity.
Yes. So the thing is that the more we silence, reassuring, yes. The thing is, the more we silence those voices and that which we are fearing or rejecting all the time, the more you will be able to be in touch with your inner integrity. And the beauty is, the more you are in integrity, the more you invite people who are also in integrity. And the need for cheating, the need for betrayals, the need to witness that, the need to go through that begins to reduce. Because a lot of times, when we witness and when we go through betrayals, cheating, disloyalty, check in your space. Somewhere we are also cheating ourselves. We are cheating our higher consciousness. We are cheating our life path. And that is why we witness that a lot. Because other people are simply reflecting your inner space or that which you are rejecting in your space. Anyone wants to share something or ask something before we get into individualized readings as I had promised? Now we are more people, but I will still honor my word. Can we do acceptance? Yes, Ganesh, thank you. Can we do what, Divya? Sorry, we'll do the readings. Okay. So I'm going to be doing individualized readings today, which is something I don't usually do. but today I'm taking the liberty of doing that. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to do a reading for each one of you to ask what is blocking you from contributing with full integrity. Okay, so we'll do one reading for everyone. I will go one by one. So we begin with Dr. Munmun. The greatest grief at the metaphysical level occurs when you feel distanced from the source. The loneliness, distress, and discomfort felt is hard to describe to someone who has not experienced this emotion. We live in the physical world, which offers the concept of time and space. In the metaphysical world, there is no concept of time and space. We are all one with God through eternity. It is the limitedness of our mind which perceives this distance, losses, disappointments, and resultant grief. You are a part of the source. You are the extension of the source. You belong to the ultimate resource energy. You are the resource energy. You are one with God. Open up to experience this right now, and let the grief shed away. So, Dr. Munmun, I acknowledge and address my internal grief. Does that resonate?
Yes, madam.
Okay, lovely. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mom. For whatever reason, if you believe that the tightrope walking enhances your or your loved one's performance and growth, you will keep manifesting a situation for yourself or others accordingly. You will give very little buffer time to others. You will give very little flexibility in money matters or highly unpredictable temperamental treatment, which could make them feel stressed out about the next move. Within this kind of approach, you may manifest a better performance to begin with. However, in the long run, there is a possibility of experiencing a burnt out feeling, and you may not even get the desired output or performance from self or others. So, Mom, I make it easy for myself and others to cruise through life. Let go of your need for constant tightrope walking.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
makes sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Yes. Yes.
Okay, lovely. All right. Divya? You are reminded to pay attention. Perhaps certain issues, people around you, or your own health or body cells need your attention. Are you willing to give attention proactively, or are you going to pay attention when you are left with no other choice? Think about it. You can always constructively and proactively prioritize and pay due attention wherever needed. I constructively and proactively pay attention. If you know to what specifically, then you can add that word.
Yes, thank you.
Make sense? Or you need another?
Completely makes sense. I'm like giggling here.
Okay, all right, thank you. Beena. Beena, reminder to receive with humility. You are being reminded to remain humble as you receive, and let the right to receive be a privilege and not a reason for arrogance. Remaining humble and modest will enable you to receive with grace and gratitude, and will in fact keep the infinite source flowing to you. I humbly receive all that I am meant to receive. Okay. Yes, Beena, resonates? Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Beautiful. Renuka. Renuka, there is no message right now for you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Asha.
Maybe we can ask another question in a bit, okay? We'll see. Okay,
All right, okay.
come back. Asha? Is there something stopping you from receiving the best from your relationships? What is it? Your preconditionings, social beliefs, morals, fears, your lack of confidence. Recognize and resolve them. As you let go of what is inhibiting you, the flow of all that is meant for you will come to you naturally from your relationships. It is time to let go and remain open because you deserve it. In short, be prepared to get the best from your relationships. Do you look at the irony? We're talking about contributing with integrity and your messages are with receiving. I remain open to receive from others in relationships. Does that make sense, Asha?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
It does? Okay. All right.
Can you just repeat the sentence statement?
I remain open to receive from others in relationships.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Sneh?
Yes, ma'am.
You or others in your relationship might have expectations of certain contribution. You could be willing to contribute accordingly. However, the question is, are you prepared to contribute in a timely manner? Your untimely contribution could be of disadvantage to others and to the relationship sometimes. How could you improve this sense of timing? If you remain aligned to others' need in the relationship, you will invariably be able to give the right thing at the right time in the right manner. The example being a mother who knows when to feed her child with an intuitive sense of timing, or a father figure who's ready with funds just when they are needed by the dependent family members. You may observe a better sense of timing in your intimate relationship to give an experience of fulfillment to your partner. I contribute at the right time in the right manner. Does that make sense, Sneha? Sneh? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am, I think so.
Okay,
I contribute at the right time in the right manner.
correct. Yeah. Keep saying the statement, you'll see how it feels also in your space. Okay. Smriti? You are a kind-hearted and noble soul who wishes good for everyone and go through pain when others suffer. You may have an intense desire to caution people around you as you can foresee the eventualities. However, if you see the entire story, there is a light at the end of the dark tunnel. There is a daybreak at the end of the darkest night. Everything is transient and everything has an inherent brilliance. The soul has perhaps chosen to value the gift after going through an intense and adverse experience. If you could expand your vision and wisdom further, you will be able to see through their life designs as well. At times, going through the struggle is required to strengthen the wings which can help them fly. Maybe there is a divine wisdom when others actually do not follow your wisdom. Does that make sense, Smriti?
It makes sense, but it's like a bow.
It's like a...
Well, I'm blown off with the reading.
So, I invite others to value my wise advice at the right time in the right manner.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sarita. Reminder to let go of the need to allow others to get attached to you. Whether you get attached to others or others get attached to you, the ultimate result is the impeded movement on the life path. You could be one of those who may not get attached to others, but definitely have the charisma to attract others and let them get attached to you. Look at the possibility of your subconscious mind game, which gives you a subtle sense of security in an indirect way when you allow others to get attached to you. How does that feel, Sarita?
makes complete sense, Asta.
Okay. So the secured human in me allows everyone to follow their divine inspiration.
The secured human in me allows everyone to follow their divine
inspiration. Okay. Ganesh.
Yes.
Explore the possibility of remaining cheerful and happy, irrespective of your outer and inner circumstances. You may have plenty of excuses for avoiding and not remaining in a happy and cheerful mood at all levels of your being. However, no adversities in the world can ever make you unhappy if you choose to be happy, and nothing can make you happy if you choose to be unhappy. After all, the experience of bliss and happiness is a matter of your personal choice. What are you planning to choose and determine for yourself today? Take a call, make up your mind, and resolve to always be happy and cheerful irrespective of your outer space. I remain cheerful and happy irrespective of my outer circumstances. Does that resonate?
Very much. Thank
Very
you.
much. Okay. Thank you, Ganesh. Bhavya?
Yes, Asta.
Bhavya, it would be easier for you to put your best foot forward if you let go and release stored emotional hurt. Perhaps you've been storing some of the past emotional hurt in your calf muscles without your conscious knowledge, and it is time to let them go so that you can put your best foot forward in your chosen direction. I recognize and resolve my stored emotional hurt.
Yes, Asta. I've been working on this since 2 weeks now.
Okay. Yeah, so that is
Except for
also...
Sarita and Ganesh, rest all the statements have coming every single day to me. That's what I was just wondering about.
Yeah, there's a reason why the group has come together, no?
Yeah, I got it. Last 2 weeks, it's only been on contribution for me.
Lovely.
Thank
Thank you, Bhavya. Urmi?
Yes, Asta.
Urmi, you are invited to learn to let go of unpleasant associations, beliefs, and conditionings which are inhibiting you from receiving freely. Revive and recognize the freedom in receiving in an uninhibited manner. I grant myself the permission to reach out and receive.
Beautiful.
Okay. Makes
Yes.
sense, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I grant myself the permission to reach out and receive, right?
Yeah. And if you want, you can even add in an uninhibited manner.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know who Galaxy A21S is, but I'm just doing a reading.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You may postpone opening up to certain people in your relationship. However, what is inevitable is the kind of experiences designed at the soul level. These experiences cannot be avoided as they will be gifted and re-gifted to you in various ways, and they may include various relationships. Open up and embrace this relationship. Surrender to the higher consciousness to get guided as per your life plan, and make the best out of the experiences your relationships are offering you. You need to learn to recognize and address the factors which are making you feel vulnerable, to surrender with faith and strength, and preventing you from opening up to people, places, opportunity, or relationships. So I surrender and open up to various possibilities. Yep. Okay. Deepa. Deepa, if you're harboring a deep hurt for being destroyed, derogated, disrespected, or hated by a certain group of people, you need to know that others eventually treat you the way you treat yourself. Are you respecting yourself? Do you adore yourself? If you do not or cannot, how can you expect the same from others? Stop beating yourself. Stop putting yourself down. Do not judge yourself based on others' opinion in the past. Let go of your guilt, shame, or self-reproach. Everyone is prone to make mistakes. So what if you could not come up to your own or others' expectations? You are divinely created like any other creation of God. The very fact that you're alive means you're precious and you're needed in the larger scheme. Respect yourself for who you are. Constantly think of the good qualities you have. Start respecting and adoring those qualities, and others will naturally follow the same. I intend and invite respect and adulation from one and all. Yes, Deepa? Okay.
Yes, Asta. Thank you.
Thank you. Sheetal?
Yes, Asta.
Ayo, same. Okay. Clear the possible personal past life or ancestral guilt or regret for hating, disrespecting, or derogating others in the past. You have a beautiful opportunity to learn how to convert the possibility of hatred, disrespect, or derogation into pure respect and adulation. The affirmation is the same as Deepa's. I intend and invite respect and adulation from one and all. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for quite some time, everything has been coming for past life only for me. So, yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, so there's some karmic backlog that has to just be cleared a little bit, maybe. So forgive yourself for disrespecting others. Okay? All right. Ritu.
Okay, yeah.
Ritu, why would you refrain from remaining open to an individual, people, places, or experiences of any kind? Are you concerned about getting attached or the resultant pain of getting attached? Do you feel that remaining open could lead to attachment? When you remain open, you also remain open to the awareness of the transience of all that is. You are here for certain experiences. If you curtail yourself, you are being unfair to yourself and others who consented to contribute to your experiences. Withdrawal and curtailing yourself will block the flow of energy. So continue remaining open in an aware and detached manner. I continue to remain open to people, places, and opportunities in a detached manner.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yes, very much. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, last two. Neeta.
Yes, Asta.
As the victim and victimizer from a symbiotic team, the abused one somehow subconsciously invites either abusive individuals, situations, or behavior from people who otherwise may not be abusive in nature. A logical situation is to stand up, assert yourself, and tell them to stop abusing. But if this does not work or has not worked for you by now, look into the metaphysical reasons of why you are silently swallowing this abuse. This abuse could be anything. It could be verbal, physical, financial, emotional, psychological, or social in nature. If it is happening in your universe, somewhere you are a party to it. You're lucky if you could control others and make them realize to change. But if it has not helped you so far, please turn inwards and address the soul's need to invite abusers and abusive attitude from others around. So I'm going to give you an R5 statement instead. I R5 my need to grow through abuse. Okay, Neeta?
Yes, Asta.
Okay. Dr. Pooja?
Hi, Asha.
Hi. Okay. Reminder to freely receive in your career. Career could be different for different people. A job, business, creativity, studies, managing home, or looking after children could be a career too. Ask yourself what career means to me. Perhaps the answer can give you a better understanding. Apart from money, you receive several inputs and experiences through your career, provided you remain open to receive in your career. Self-introspect. What is it that I need to receive in my given or chosen career, and how can I receive that in a better manner? So I deserve to receive the best in my occupation. Does that make sense?
Actually, right now, what you were speaking, that sentence was like bang on for me. And now this is another perspective to the same thing. So yeah.
Okay, lovely. All right. Why are we congratulating? Who are we congratulating? During the session, I got the good news that my daughter promoted to the higher post in hospital. Wow, lovely. That is amazing. Okay. So Renuka. Renuka, let's ask, what can you contribute with integrity? Let's get a clue on that. Okay. The ultimate reward for you in a given situation is your ability to open up to possibilities and opportunity with an attitude of surrender, with faith and strength. So I think you need to contribute more with surrender. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yes? Okay. Lovely. So for the group, our parting affirmation: I contribute with love, faith, integrity, peace, prosperity, and joy. I contribute with love, faith, integrity, peace, prosperity, and joy. And on that note, we say bye to each other for today. I will see you all next Wednesday with another topic. Please feel free to share if there is something you want to work on specifically. We can always do a group healing for it. Okay?
Thank you so much, madam. In your session, I am so much happy today.
Lovely. Congratulations, Dr. Morgan. All right.
Thank you. And thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Asta.
Thank you, Asta.
Thank you.
It happens on every Wednesday at 4.
Yes, it happens every Wednesday at 4.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.